good day. My name is Bisola Ladenika, and I'm a final year student at Westcliff University. I'm currently enrolled in the Business Administration program. I'm a doctorate student. So today I'll be speaking on a subject of workplace bullying and harassment. So the topic is, does your abusive boss live rent-free in your home? So for this, I will just be talking a little bit about my dissertation. My dissertation is on workplace bullying and harassment. So for this project, I'll be talking about workplace bullying and harassment and how it kind of manifests or takes place in the age of remote work and hybrid. So just a general summary, I would be talking about the impacts on organizations as well. I'll be talking about the impact of workplace bullying and harassment on individuals. I'll be talking about the factors that contribute to it, and I would give recommendations at the end of the video. So just a general background. So when COVID pandemic started in 2020, the organizations were able to quickly adapt. They were able to make use of technologies that went on to improve productivity, to improve collaboration. So we had tools like Zoom, we had tools like Teams, we had tools like Slack. So companies were able to quickly adapt to remote or hybrid work, and they were able to still remain productive. They were able to still continue to generate revenue. But what happened to individuals is that for many people, the lines between homes and workplaces became blurred. So in some cases, in the traditional work environments where people were getting bullied or harassed normally, they would have they took solace in the fact that they could separate it from their homes for many people. But when remote or hybrid work came into place, the lines became blurred. And it's so unfortunate that issues of workplace bullying and harassment still remain despite the technological changes. So for the purpose of this project, so workplace bullying and harassment is just about one party asserting dominance on another one in a conflict situation. So there's no universal definition. So it's just improper power balance in the organization. And so just talk about the workplace dynamics with remote work. So despite the fact that with remote work, people were communicating through technological means like emails, video conferences, chats, phones, and such. It's awful that 38% of people still experience harassment through those means or through those medium of communication. And even right now, or with the remote work, 44% of Americans still continue to experience harassment at work. And only 50% have been able to report the harassment. And it differs by gender as well. It differs by ethnicity as well. So so the impact of workplace bullying and harassment on organizations. In many cases, when an individual is going through abuse, bullying, harassment at work, it reduces the productivity of the productivity output by the individual. They take off more time at work. They take off more paid time, sick paid leave, vacation days, unpaid time off. It promotes being absent. And just generally, in some cases, people have been known to quit their jobs as well. So in cases where a lot of this happens at once, it leads to high turnover for the organization. And this in turn leads to additional recruitment costs. And just overall, it also leads to poor public image. So this could show up in maybe small communities between professionals, like small networks, where people would mention not to work for the company. And it could also happen just in the public space where the organization is going through like a public scandal. So just the impact of workplace bullying and harassment on individuals. So it shows up as health issues. People have anxiety logging on to work. There's a study that shows that people that experience workplace bullying have a higher chance of having diabetes type 1 as well. There's neck and back pain, there's suicide ideation, and there's some extreme cases of death as well. So it just goes to show how serious the issue is. And it even gets more serious or more concerning when you understand in the holistic point of view that the people's jobs are related to so many things. It's related to like just money that they would be able to use to make mortgage payments, for health insurance. So people are kind of tied to organizations in different ways as well. So just what are the factors that kind of contribute to keep contributing to workplace bullying and harassment? So it depends on the type of leadership. It depends on the structures in place for the organization. There are some organizations that are very competitive and they just have those structures in place. They in some ways it helps to be productive where these organizations have things in place that would kind of encourage to competition, but it could lead to another competition, which could also lead to workplace bullying and harassment as well. There's sometimes a lack of workplace support. So, so just recommendation. And so my recommendation generally based on these projects would be for organizations, for them to ensure that there are proper procedures, proper policies in place. There have to be better trainings of managers and workers. There has to be a situation whereby the HR is not working for the company, but they also kind of consider individuals, and there has to be like proper avenues to report workplace bullying and harassment. So it's 5% of people are more likely to report harassment if it's through an anonymous channel. So I believe organizations still need to incorporate that, and also there should be room to follow up. But just generally, I believe that the organizations shouldn't be the ones with all of the power. Countries should also have national policies in place that would help against workplace bullying and harassment. There should be unions in place as well, because with the power of the union is with organizations have a lot of power at their disposal, but when individuals come together, they're able to make more changes that would make better or greater impacts their lives. So just with this presentation, I'm just hoping that more organizations they look into just proper avenues or proper channels to curb workplace bullying and harassment. And if it happens, there's proper avenues as well to report it. And that would be the end of my presentation. Thank you and have a great day. Any questions?